This is the OMTECH PRO 2440. It's just been delivered to our garage, and I was just wanting to show you a little bit about how it's crated. Not so much an unboxing video, there's a little bit of work here involved, but it shows you some of the way it's actually crated. So we're gonna pop the top off of here, and then I'm gonna show you the inside. We're also gonna do a little bit of setup. So this one is in the 100-watt version. It's also available in the 80-watt version, and also a 150-watt version, which is physically much bigger than this unit. This fit our floor plan quite well, and we didn't need anything quite so big as the 150-watt. But here it goes. So after the lid's removed, this is what you'll see. And I'm sure crating is a little bit different depending on where it's crated at. And this is with the side removed, just one side. I chose the front of it to remove first. And here's the view from the back of the crate. It's open, and it's probably the best choice because here I'm going to go ahead and pry those off so that it can be free and roll out the back. I'm going to build a little ramp so that it doesn't jar the unit. But I'm also going to show you real quick what's inside. So with the door open, we see we've got a fan, we got a couple of vent tubes, and below it, it's got a couple other parts. You probably can see them just a little bit there. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get on to getting it done. So probably one of the first things you want to inspect is the quality of the tube and make sure that it's not broken or any chips or anything. So this is the 100-watt tube. It's a little bigger than my other 100-watt, and I have to imagine that might be a better thing. But my other one's a Cloud Ray. This one, of course, is an OMTECH. Looks good. And as I get a little deeper into the contents here, it looks like they've got cables, various wires and things like that, and then it comes with a little handy-dandy toolbox. Not sure. So what's in the toolbox? Well, let's see. Okay, we have a lid. Looks like power cord. Some clamps, glasses, laser glasses, extra limiter switch, a couple of screwdrivers, looks like an Allen set or a tool set, some kind, and lots of keys, lots and lots of keys. Look at all those keys, and more keys, and a tiny common screwdriver, and a couple of these, which I'm sure I'll find out what those are. That's it. In this case, the wheels are barricaded a little bit with these little brackets. You will need a pry bar to get these off, and they come off pretty easy, as you can see. But anyways, those will come off, and then this machine should roll down. Like I said, I'm going to make a slight little ramp here so that it doesn't jar the unit on the way down. But other than that, that's the most physical part you're going to be doing, is prying these little pieces off. And here I made a little tiny ramp. It'll keep it from jarring the machine when it comes off of there. Before rolling, you might want to check if the wheel locks are on, and in this case they were. So you're just going to move this back. You see how it has a little rubber stopper right here. And I'm going to open this back all the way up, and so that it rolls freely for now. You may need a little help on this. This is getting it off the... Okay, it's working perfect. Okay, that came off the ramp pretty easy. Now just to roll it into place, which is a little harder than it looks. It's a heavy machine, but rolls nice on good paper. And that's it. I'm going to have to wire everything up, but that pretty much is the unboxing, and now we're ready to get it going. So next we hook up the exhaust, and this is the unit that comes with it, the fan, and it comes with all the tubing too, which is kind of nice. And then I already had this set up for outside my window. Oh, it's pretty dirty. This is a garage, so it's okay, it's dirty. And here's the built-in chiller. So all you do is simply add your fluid here and check the level, which is, I still need a little more fluid. And as soon as I add that, I'll go ahead and fire it up and set the parameters. The unit comes with a knife bed. You just insert the knives in. Super nice. It also comes with a honeycomb. So you can lower your bed here and insert the honeycomb. Depending on what you do, honeycomb is great for small items. Also looks pretty awesome. Now after setting up your chiller and plugging the unit in, you'll be able to fire this thing up. Now always check this e-stop. It's often down due to shipping or just handling it. Sometimes that can get pressed down. Next, it's as easy as pushing the button and it starts up. And there's no denying it's a gorgeous machine. Notice that this blue light right here means that it's in ready mode. That's a good thing. It turns green while it's cutting, and it turns red when there's some kind of an error. Now this unit comes with the newest Ruta controller, which is touchscreen, which is pretty awesome. As you can see, this is a quick way to get there, moving your head around. And it also has the many parameters along with some of the auto functions, autofocus in particular. Now for the heck of it, I'm going to run a cut right out of the box just to see how it does. But I would strongly suggest running a ramp test and a product test depending on what material you have. The next thing, we're going to go ahead and run an autofocus. So we're going to go ahead and touch that. It always asks you to confirm, making sure that there's product underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm, and then it goes through the process. Now this unit is a little different than you may have seen. It uses the head itself to sense the material thickness rather than a probe. Makes it very convenient, super accurate. And now it's time to turn the laser tube on. You'll want to insert your key and give it a turn. You'll see the milliamp meter and the adjustment come on, and the air pump also comes on at the same time. And I'm going to go ahead and start the cut. It seems to be cutting quite well. It seems to be cutting quickly. I've just set it up to be a parameter that I thought would be okay for this unit. Okay, so now I've had this machine for almost a week. I've ran it through all kinds of different paces. I've cut up to 1/2-inch cherry, plywood all the way down to 1/8 inch, and some acrylics. It performs flawlessly. It's a beautiful machine, obviously accurate, fast. I do consider it quite a bit faster than my other 100 watt. And in fact, that's due to the servo motors. There is a limit that you can cut. Obviously, it's only a 100 watt unit, so it's not incredibly powerful, but it does have ability to cut quicker. And one of the key things to cut quicker is the air system. The air system that it comes with, and this is kind of a con, is fully adequate, and right out of the box it can cut. And the reason why I did this video was just to show what it comes with. There's a lot of mystery because OMTECH doesn't communicate 100%. They show some of the big features, but you don't really know what it's going to be coming with physically. They do list it out, but it's nice to see this physically. I would have loved to have seen this prior to paying the kind of money that these do demand. Secondly, okay, I was talking about the air. So this little unit right here takes the compressor and converts it obviously over to the tubing. And you can buy this at Lowe's for $5, not with the little brass piece, but it's just a valve is all it is. But anyways, that goes in place of where the old air pump does. I run about 55 PSI through it. It has improved the cuts immensely. In fact, I get a lot more speed out of it. I get a lot more precision cuts. They're just gorgeous. There's no smoky edges. It's beautiful. This is, I think, an absolute necessity to make this truly a pro machine. Secondly, the airflow that it comes with is awesome. It's like 1480 or something like that CFM. It's a real high CFM unit, a blower, but it's extremely loud. So I have neighbors and things that are a little bit of a distance, but still, I don't want anyone to know that I'm basically running a small factory here. So so what I did is I upgraded it to an inline blower system that generates like a quarter of the sound. It's almost whisper quiet. I still get 800 CFM, which is plenty to clear the unit. I may have to leave the door down a few more seconds, not a big deal. So last, I'd like to say, make sure that you run plenty of test cards after. If you're going to upgrade the air, run plenty of test cards. Also make sure that you're focusing within the material and not on top of the material. It comes, the autofocus, if you hit the button, it autofocuses to the top of the material, which is great for engraving. But to get into the material, it's a little different. So you do have to set up a few things in Lightburn, but it's pretty easy. And once you have them set up, save the settings, and you can go to 6mm, 12mm, whatever it happens to be, 3mm, quickly, and it just makes your life easy. Okay, like many people, when I first got the machine, me and my wife posted a picture of us on top of the machine. You know, the crate's massive, and to see that in your garage is a little intimidating. It's kind of cool. But that prompted a lot of questions. One of the questions that almost worried me is, oh, why are you buying this expensive machine? Because it's really the same as the older machine, and all the internals are the same. It's just got a fancy package. Well, that's just not the case. First of all, the servo motors alone make a monster difference. To me, the built-in inline laser pointer is awesome for alignment and for just functionality of the product. That would cost you quite a bit to upgrade. The built-in chiller, I don't have to buy a chiller. That's a big thing. The auto-focusing head, the head, not a probe, the head itself becomes the auto-focusing. That is a big thing. You also have the updated controller, which is a touch controller, which is awesome in itself. Oh, a word on belts. These belts are really wide. When you look at these belts, you can tell they're more of a commercial belt, just nice and wide. Everything about it is built more to a higher spec. So basically that's it. I just wanted to answer that question because that was a worry to me when I ordered it, and just want to make sure that that gets said. Thank you. I hope this video was helpful to you, and that's it.